I never did one piece of homework in my entire 4 years of high school.
Why?
Because I knew who I was and that I needed the time to hone my skills on my future and not figure out where Saturn was.
C students usually hire the A students. It's not the other way around.
Do you know who really the entrepreneurs are in the real world, statistically speaking? It's the C students. The A students are good at following rules and getting grades set by their teachers. But C students, they question the rules. They look at things differently. While A students were looking outside the window in school, worried about their next test, C students were looking outside that window and dreaming, picturing their own dreams, their goals, not the dreams of their teachers or society or the education system. They had individuality. It's been proven that majority of A students end up working for the C students who end up being their bosses. So next time, don't ever let a grade define you.
This recycled excuse for academic failure again. Look, I was also a terrible student. Rarely did homework, just coasted through looking for the next party or hang out with friends. It gave me massive stress at the end of every year trying not to fail, and it closed doors on what I could have studied later. I was lazy and unmotivated, and it took years of hard work to break out of that cycle. So when I say this advice is garbage, I'm speaking from experience. Being a good student proves you can work consistently over long periods and understand new concepts, skills you need whether you become an entrepreneur or not. Not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, and that's completely fine. Most successful people need those foundational skills that school teaches. Don't tell yourself it's okay to have bad grades just because some billionaires dropped out. Yes, you can escape that lazy cycle like I did, but it's way harder than just not getting trapped in it in the first place. I wasted years I could have spent building skills and opening opportunities. Learn from my mistakes. Put in the work now instead of spending your 20s playing catch up like I had to.
I could run off of walls and do flips off of trees, parkour. I could fight, I could do it all. My dream was to become one of the superstars of the world. Everything that these actors used to do, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bruce Lee, that is what I could do. You know who Howard Fine is?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know, but he's gay. I went to school and I signed up for the school Howard Fine years ago, and I was planning to become top actor. He, let's say, approached me in the wrong ways. Yes, and he tried.
Your next movie.
And he tried.
Rub the legs.
And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? At the end, he gave me back all my money because he was scared.
For all the classes?
Yeah, for all the classes. And I left out of there. And that was years ago. And he kind of killed my dream. He killed my dream because I wanted to be a top actor. That's why I'm on social media today, because I want to bring my dream to life.
Hear me right now. The dream is not done. If you had the dream, had the vision, then that means you have to execute. And nothing that came in your way, that was all adversary. But look what God did.
Now Azule's adding parkour skills and acting dreams to his resume. We've gone from cartel uncles to Shaolin monks to forest wolves to Russian gangsters to now parkour artist and aspiring Hollywood star. His origin story is more elaborate than Marvel superheroes at this point.
And this is what turned me into a savage. I was about 6, 7 years old. One of my neighbors, who was an 18-year-old boy, decided to yell at me. And when he came up to me, he pushed me, but something switched. There was a flip that switched in my mind that made me turn into a beast. Sometimes I like to say turn into an animal, but animals are too good. They're too kind. It turned me into a fucking savage. So just a few days later, I decided to wait outside his house. I had a red brick in my hand, and when he was walking, I smashed it over his head. And when his head split open and he fell on the ground screaming, I smashed it again and I smashed it again. And then I walked away as I threw the brick to the side. But at that moment, I felt like I was unstoppable. But at that moment in time, I had tasted blood and it tasted good. It felt like power, power that I can't describe. I became unstoppable. I was now the warrior. That's how I was the rest of my life. If the cool kids in school wanted to laugh, then Ben came around.
At first I was going to make a joke about this, but he literally just admitted to attempted murder on camera. Smashing someone's head with a brick isn't self-defense or standing up to bullies. That's life-threatening violence that could easily kill someone or cause permanent brain damage. Bullying is absolutely wrong, and you should stand up for people being victimized. But there's a massive difference between defending someone and potentially killing their attacker with a brick to the skull. That's not justice, that's attempted homicide. The fact that he's bragging about this like it's some badass origin story shows how disconnected from reality he is. Most people would be ashamed of nearly killing someone, but he's treating it like a heroic moment. This isn't alpha behavior. This is someone with serious violence issues who never faced consequences for almost murdering someone.
You used to work at a secret Starbucks? Yeah. You ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen like Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405? That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the actor bomb. I'm not kidding. They get access points to move through the city without ever having to be in traffic. Underneath there in those tunnels is Starbucks set up at a different location to allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All of them. I've seen Seinfeld down there. You've seen Seinfeld down there? Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots. Is he a good tipper? They don't have to pay.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
What you want is right here. What's your name? You look nice. She smiles. Come on, Buster Yui. Buster Yui, I'm here. Two. Goodbye. See ya. Wait a. You know what you want? I was right here. You saw the way she smiled, chat? It was raps. But this is what it is. We don't make excuses. On to the next thing for me. I'm undefeated, y'all. That's it. I'm gonna take yours, y'all. I'm right here. How you guys doing? Hi. What's your name? Yui, I'm right here. See ya. Goodbye. Peace. Whatever. See that? What can we do? Say what's up, man. We have your maxed out. They just want to walk by you nowadays. I'm telling you guys, man. Stand up and just do what we do. Any chick we want, we can get. You know? That's a fact. We keep moving. See ya. Peace. Goodbye. Whatever. Ah, gosh, man. It's too maxed out, man. I love you guys, bro. We don't max out. They don't want to stop and have a combo nowadays, bro. Flip a little bit and move around it. That's it. Hey, goodbye. Bye-bye. Got it. That's what we do, though. He sorted it out a little bit, bro. Quick little rebound, man. The skirt. Never regret it. I won't. See ya.
I didn't understand anything he said.
And then the final car on today's lineup is a Lamborghini Revuelto in Fuck You Pink. And the reason it's in Fuck You Pink is because I'm man enough to drive a pink car. So, fuck you. Gorgeous. We have the bronze diamond cut wheels here. Brand new car. Never even sat in it before. Turned up on my drive this morning. Woke up amongst all my women. Came outside and realized that my life's fantastic. You know what? I probably should show you the interior of all these cars because you're never going to own them. And you're never going to sit in them. And you're never going to experience them. You have no idea what they look like inside because you're fucking poor. I should, but I have places to go. I have things to do. And today, I think we're going to drive the Lamborghini for the very first time. It's a competitor to the SF90, which I have 3 of. And also we famously have the Aston Martin Valhalla, which is a hybrid coming out soon to compete with this car. I have 3 of those on the way. Difference between this and the SF90 is the SF90 is a 4-liter V8 twin turbo. This is actually a V12. So we're going to see if the extra weight of the V12 makes it worth it. I apologize for the stickers still on the car because it's brand new. Anyway, I have no idea what most of these switches do. Most people buy these cars and they're dorks about understanding every single intricacy in and out, but that's because they can only afford 1 car because they're poor. When you have 95 cars, you really don't have time to learn about how all of this shit works. You just find a way to put it into race and you drive as fast as possible. So this is the interior of a Revuelto you'll never own. This is the exterior of 765s, Yescos, Huracan Evos, and Vanquishes, which you'll never own. I hope you have a lovely Friday, and perhaps one day, if you stop being a fucking loser, dedicate yourself, get up, work hard, do the right thing, stop procrastinating, stop being lazy, stop angering God. You can have a life worth living.
The man enough to drive a pink car line was actually pretty funny. His core message about working hard and not making excuses is valid, but calling your audience poor and lazy isn't motivational, it's just insulting. Some people respond to aggressive motivation, but most just get discouraged when someone mocks them for struggling. The harsh truth is everyone's starting point is different. If you're starting from the bottom, it's going to take longer than someone who started with advantages, and that's not because you're lazy. You know whether you're truly doing your best. If you are, that's what matters, not what some guy in a Lamborghini thinks about your progress. Don't let anyone tear you down while you're genuinely trying. Believe in yourself, work toward your actual goals, not what social media tells you success should look like. Real success is making progress from wherever you started, not measuring yourself against others. Follow your own path, not the crowd's definition of winning.
Can I kiss you?
No.
Can I smell your hair?
No.
Can I smell your armpit?
No.
Can I hug you?
Yeah.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Simp!
Who are you?
Shut the fuck up right now. Wrong dude.
I'm the wrong dude too, bro.
Wrong dude.
Excuse me, sir. Let me ask you how you're doing that shit.
I'm that motherfucker.
You look like that motherfucker, me too.
You ain't that dude.
I ain't that dude.
No.
You know how fast I could take you down? I don't look like that dude, but I am that dude.
Listen,
Let me
bro,
show you
listen,
something.
Bro, listen, bro. Listen.
Check this out.
Bro, listen, bro. Go away.
Check this out.
Not the dude you fucking.
Well, why you gotta be rude?
Because because honestly, bro. Look,
I'm saying nice car. You gotta act like I'm nobody. Who are you?
Shut the fuck up right now. Wrong dude, bro.
I'm the wrong dude too, bro.
I'm the wrong dude.
Okay, Mr. Tough Guy, calm down. I'm just saying nice car. Yeah, you too, bro. Fuck.
If you can't provide for your family, if you're making chump change, you are not respected as a man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that life is hard and that you need to create some kind of value to be respected. Don't get in the comments talking about, oh, what about the man who works 10 hours a day trying to provide for his family? Well, he should have thought about that before he got a family. How about you create a future for your fucking kids, bro? And don't bring them to this world to fucking suffer. Create a life that they can actually live in so they can enjoy it as well as you.
This take is too black and white and ignores real-world complexity. Financial ability matters, sure, but saying men who can't provide don't deserve respect completely dismisses people in temporary hardship. Those dealing with disabilities, economic crashes, or just bad luck. A man working 2 minimum wage jobs trying his hardest to support his family deserves more respect than some trust fund kid who inherited wealth and never worked for anything. Respect should be based on character, effort, and how you treat people, not just your bank account balance. The idea that struggling financially means you shouldn't have kids is eugenics light. By that logic, most of human history shouldn't have reproduced because they were poor by modern standards. People in poverty can still be loving, dedicated parents who raise good kids. What matters is whether you're doing everything in your power to provide and improve your situation. Are you working hard, making sacrifices, and putting your family first? Or are you lazy and making excuses? That's the real measure of whether someone deserves respect. Financial success is important, but it's not the only metric of a man's worth. Character, integrity, work ethic, and how you treat your family matter just as much. Don't let people reduce your value to a number in a bank account.
They made me read book. I could read a book so quick. Like I could read 1,000 books in the fucking week.
You could do that?
Yeah, because I was like trained to read.
Damn, and because of that they put you in special ed?
Well, in special ed, they train you. It's special ed.
Oh, okay.
So you get talents that nobody else gets in the school because you're special ed. So they're pushing things on you.
Damn. Every woman here would agree that we don't want men bringing their sexual experience and sluttiness to the table. We want men bringing their kindness, their godliness, their honesty, their communication skills, their education.
I'm going to translate that womanese for you guys. This is women speaking from a perspective that the guy's already attractive. There's a reason why nice guys finish last as a phrase. Women say these things, but you're not actually aroused by it. You want the bad boy. You want the guys that are attractive, the guys that can tell you to shut up, make a sandwich. Right?
I think you're stuck in 1950 and you need to wake up and realize you're in 2025.
No, that's precisely my point is we're 2025 and women have changed.
For the better.
For the worse, actually. But that's fine.
Okay.
But
did you know that a woman invented Wi-Fi? You couldn't even upload your rage bait videos without her.
This is incredible. If we had to rely on your guys' ingenuity, okay, we'd be rubbing sticks on Wi-Fi. Fantastic. But yeah, men can't be whores because it is difficult for a man to be a whore, and whore is a pejorative term that is only attributed to women. Because it's easy for you guys to get sex, not easy for us. Men have to bring something to the table to get sexual access. Women don't.
Because women are picky and women aren't easy and we don't go for anything with a hole. Thank you.
Proves my point.
Myron's arguing that men can't be called whores the way women can, and he's technically right that society treats male and female promiscuity differently. But that doesn't mean the double standard is justified or that we should celebrate it. The reality is that sleeping around excessively isn't great for anyone, regardless of gender. It usually indicates someone chasing validation through sex instead of building meaningful connections. Whether you're male or female, having extremely high body counts often reflects poor decision-making and emotional issues, not success or freedom. The problem with Myron's argument is he's trying to justify why men should get praised for behavior that's unhealthy for anyone. Instead of saying women shouldn't be shamed but men should be celebrated, maybe the answer is neither gender should be treating intimacy like it's meaningless. Both men and women deserve better than a culture that encourages using people for temporary validation. The double standard exists, but the solution isn't to give men a pass. It's to hold everyone to higher standards about how they treat relationships and intimacy. Quality over quantity applies to everyone, not just one gender.
If any of you guys called 911, right, and you're literally on the verge of dying, or you're trying to get pulled out of a house that's on fire, and you see two women show up, you're going to be pissed, okay? You want two guys to show up that are going to the gym that can carry your ass out there. I know that for a fact. If you see two women show up, and Shaniqua and LaQuina, that don't go to the gym and stomach hanging out, oh, we gonna save you. We gonna save you. Come here, baby. Okay. And then they can't even drag your ass out the house because black women don't go to the gym. Then what? Cooked. You're dead. Okay. You're dead. And I'm saying what everyone here is thinking. That's why people are laughing, because it's the truth. No one wants two women to show up at the worst time of their life. When you call 911 and your life is on the line, you want two people to come in and literally get you out of the worst moment of your life. Bro, if I see LaQuina and Shaquina show up, I'm done. Just kill me. It's over.
He's right that emergency rescue requires physical strength, which statistically favors men in those roles. But the racist undertone about black women specifically not working out is completely unnecessary and wrong. You can make the point about physical requirements for certain jobs without bringing race into it and making sweeping generalizations about an entire demographic. That's just racism.
Men say, oh, my woman's not a gold digger. Go to divorce court. Don't talk about gold diggers. Go to divorce court and you will soon learn that every single female on the planet wants your money. All. I've never seen anybody go to divorce court and say, she's not after my money, funnily enough. She just wants to get a divorce. No, every single time they want
women
every
take
fucking,
the house.
They want to take everything. They're all gold diggers.
Just get a prenup. If you're that worried about gold diggers, protect your assets before marriage like any smart person would.
Does height matter in a guy?
No, I don't think so.
That's your official statement?
Yeah,
height doesn't matter in a man?
I don't think it matters. I've dated a guy who's my height before.
W morals.
Wait, is that,
W morals.
Is that like a thing?
Yeah, because if you were to say, yes, it matters, I would have made you step on the scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, like, to be fair, it's a preference thing, right? Like, some people like big girls, some people like skinny girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know anyone that likes big girls. I don't think I'd be friends with those people. But when it comes to height, it's like guys can't change that, you know?
Big girls wouldn't be friends with you either.
All right, all right.
So.
I like this one.
Never let your wife talk to another woman unless you're there to supervise. Women are not capable of solving problems. All they're doing is feeding into each other's delusions. Their goal is to sabotage each other's relationship. They'll be like, what? You were in an argument and your husband yelled at you? You need to leave him. Or they'll be like, what? Your husband didn't yell at you? That means he doesn't want to fight for you. You need to leave him. I'm telling you, women are not capable of solving any problems. The only good points a woman has ever made is when it's cold outside and she's not wearing a bra.
So how do you motivate yourself to go to the gym 4 times a week? Guys, 4 times. 4? As the thing is, I wake up in a penthouse to my Russian model handing me coffee. I have 4.5 million in cars downstairs, unlimited status, and I'm still trying harder than most people. If you don't have any of these things, and you're not more motivated than ever to actually be seen, to not be invisible and unimportant, then I can't help you. Guys, the truth is, the more shit you get, the easier it is to become less motivated. But if you're not motivated with nothing, it's just natural selection, bro. I can't help you.
This guy's saying even though he has everything, he still hits the gym. And if you have nothing and can't get motivated, you're invisible. I don't fully agree with this take because motivation is overrated anyway. It's unreliable and comes and goes based on how you feel. What actually matters is discipline. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going when you don't feel like it. You can't depend on motivation because some days you'll wake up and have zero desire to work out. That's when discipline takes over and makes you do it anyway. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Build routines and stick to them regardless of how you feel. That's what separates people who make progress from people who stay stuck waiting to feel like it. Work on yourself for the right reasons, not for external validation. Build discipline, develop real skills, and focus on progress that actually improves your life. Success isn't about what you own. It's about who you become in the process. Stay focused, stay consistent, and remember that real growth happens when you push forward regardless of your circumstances.